Hello guys, again, day 163 and day 13 of the challenge, and with a new microphone. So I don't know, I think it's working. I tried it a little bit. Virtual input, I think. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So virtual input. I'll check it out later, or when Yuki comes, or Benzerka, or anyone will tell me how it goes also. But yeah, new microphone, Rode something, USB or something. I checked it. It was a good one. I saw a couple of reviews on YouTube, and it was actually the only one that I could find in my area. The microphones that were recommended from the reviews I watched. This was the only one that was there. The only cheap, like budget, not so cheap, but it was okay. But hopefully, and it's good. It's a bit heavy also. It's heavy. Don't know how I'm going to hold it. Maybe I need a stand or something. But anyways, let's just start. Okay. Let's just do a bit of Anki. No more headphones, only earphones this time. Zoom a little bit. 体の調子が良くないです。I don't know. Should I hold it? I have no idea. Maybe we can put it on the box. Okay, that's better. That's better. 体の調子が良くないです。Okay. Hopefully there is voice on, by the way. Let's check the stream, okay? There is. Sounds good also. The voice sounds good. Oh, you cannot hear the... Okay, desktop audio. The properties. You speaker desktop audio. The properties.
体の調子が良くないです。体の調子が良くないです。体の調子が良くないです。体の調子が良くないです。体の調子が良くないです。体の
Okay, a lot of... Okay. Let's just try a YouTube video. Okay.
what I should do to improve my own
let's
YouTube
just
channel, and it
try
pretty
a
much
YouTube
nailed
video.
every response, like a top 10 list of everything I should do. It's pretty scary. So let's have a look at this top 6 results that we have. The 6 step, like a top 10 list of everything I should do. It's pretty scary. So let's have a look at this top 6 results that we have. The 6 step, like a top 10 list of everything I should do. It's pretty scary. So let's have a look at this top 6 results that we have. The 6 step, like a top 10 list of everything I should do. It's pretty scary. So let's have a look at this
Okay, I think it's okay.
results that we have. The 6 step, like a top 10 list of everything I should do.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Okay, we're good to go. We're good to go. So,体の調子が良くないです。Okay, easy. That's... Hello, Sensei Vic. Nice mic. Thank you very much. You sound good. Thank you very much. Yeah, hopefully it sounds better. I think it sounds, from what I heard, I tested it before. I don't know. I think it sounds better. So okay, let's try. Okay, let's try without the microphone. Okay. Microphone. Tell me how is it? How does it sound? Is there any different? Is the sound better or worse, or how does it sound? It's bad, huh? It's bad. Let's put it back. Virtual input. Okay. Now, how does it sound? Is there a difference? You're suddenly like you're within a can. Now perfect. Okay. So yeah, I think from the reviews I saw on the YouTube, it sounded good. This microphone. I think this is the best budget microphone I could find. Your voice is embracing my ears now. Let's check out later the Daiju Bokun ga iru. We check it later also. So this is your voice is embracing my ears now. Okay. So we check later. We check the Daiju Bokun ga iru. But as for now, this kanji. I forgot. What's this kanji?
失礼します。
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 失礼します。失礼します。What about the voice of the audio? This one.
失礼します。
Is it good? Is it good?
失礼します。
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 失礼します。All good. All
失礼
good.
します。
Okay. So we move on. 失礼します。So that's 10日。
10日、
10日。
10日、
10日。お腹が空きましたね。何か食べませんか？
お腹が空きました
お腹
ね。
が空きました。
何か食べませんか？
The first letter doesn't
お腹が空きましたね。お腹が空きました
お
ね。
腹が空きましたね。
何か食べませんか？
何かませんか？お腹が空きましたね。何か食べませんか？ Your stream has noticeably improved. We try to improve. We try to improve every day. I learn more things. I will watch tutorials on YouTube and hopefully we become better also. So slowly we improve. あさって。Now we need colorful clothing. It's winter. You have to wear also your glasses even bigger. No, they are the same. They are the same glasses. あさって。
あさって。
あさって。Maybe I need to buy smaller. Maybe I need to buy smaller glasses. 家 something です。家 No, they are part of your personality. Okay, then if you say so, Sensei Vic, I'll never change. But they are broken though. They are broken. I need to change. So they come out easily. They're broken a little bit. Maybe I get similar ones. They're broken from the army. So the glass falls off quickly. Yeah. But I haven't found time to change the glasses. I don't know. Yoji desu or?
いいえ、結構です。
結構です。いいえ、結構です。
いいえ、結構です。
いいえ、結構です。いいえ、結構です。
いいえ、結構です。
Okay, the first letter has a problem. I don't know. It doesn't sound well.
いいえ、結構です。
いいえ、結構です。Problem, I don't know. It doesn't sound well.
いいえ、結構です。
いいえ、結構です。Problem, I don't know. It doesn't sound well.
いいえ、結構です。結構です。
いいえ、結構です。Problem, I don't know. It doesn't sound well.
いいえ、結構です。
いいえ、結構です。Problem, I don't know. It doesn't sound ATM の ATM の使い方がわかりません。使い方がわかりません。
ATM の使い方がわかりません。
使い方がわかりません。使い方がわかりません。
ATM の使い方がわかりません。
I think on stream it sounds good, but when I check when I listen, the sound is the first letter is gone. The sound. But anyways, ATM の使い方がわかりません。デパートはどの something ですか？something です。
デパートはどの建物ですか？
建物。
あの建物です。
デパートはどの建物ですか？あの建物です。喉が渇きましたね。何か飲みませんか？喉が渇きましたね。何か飲みませんか？
喉が渇きましたね。何か飲みませんか？
何か飲みませんか？喉が
渇きましたね。何か飲みませんか？
何か飲みませんか？今日No, that's 今月。今月の座りにNo idea what this is に国へ帰ります。
今月の終わりに国へ帰ります。
End by the 終わり。僕を殺せばすべてが終わる。So end 終わる to end 僕を殺せばすべてが終わる。今月の終わりに国へ帰ります。今月の終わりに国へ帰ります。I'll return to my home this month. Okay, again. 24日。
24日。
24日。Of course, 4日。歩いてスーパーに行きます。歩いてスーパーに行きます。
歩いてスーパーに行きます。
歩いてスーパーに行きます。歩いてスーパーに行きます。1回。
1回。
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 1回。That's a parking lot. 10秒に車を止めます。ここで止めてください。止めてください。
駐車場に車を止めます。
駐車場に
車を止めます。
車を止めます。
ここで止めてください。
ここで止めてください。OK。3階。3階。
3階。
3階。3階。3階。電気を閉めします。閉めるの？
電気を消します。
消します。消す is to turn off. Okay, so again, okay. So, 消す。So, 開ける is to, no, not 開ける。Today I teached how to say the L properly. That's why we call you Sensei Vic. Because they mix R with L and L, yes. Well done. That's why we call you Sensei Vic. Okay, so akeru. No, not akeru. Akeru. Tsukeru. So tsukeru. Tsukeru, okay. Tsukeru. Tsukeru is to turn on. Tsukeru is to turn on. And it actually looks like a light. So if you zoom in, okay. The light omitted is these strokes here, these lines. This is the light. The bulb, or the, what do you call it? This pole is this one, is the light. Okay. And the wire is this wire. So tsukeru. Tsukeru is, it means, do you have Anki in your cell phone? I have it. I have Anki. I downloaded Anki. But I wanted to connect mine, this one, with the Anki on my phone, but I couldn't. And I removed it. I tried to connect it, but it couldn't connect. It didn't connect. I don't know why. I wanted to do this Anki on my phone, but it didn't connect. I didn't want to start a new Anki. Maybe I download another deck and I do it separately on my phone. But yeah, so, and kesu, so tsukeru is to turn on, and kesu is to turn off. Okay, kesu. Kesu might look like this is Vistiri. What do you call it? I think it is one of the, maybe it is because you need to pay the pro version. It's one of the pro features. Ah, that's why. So I cannot connect. Ah, okay. Maybe I download another deck. Maybe I download another deck on my phone. There is another deck called Kaishi that I want to do, but later, not now. Now we have a lot of things to do. We have Genki challenge. After the Genki challenge, after I finish with N4 Genki, so we have N4
Good
Genki,
evening, everyone.
So we have N4 Genki. We finish with this playlist in 11 days, hopefully. And we will be free. We'll do other things as well. But now we have challenge to do. So yeah, Kesu and Tsukeru. And also Shimeru, which means to close. Shimeru, and Akeru. And Akeru, which is okay, easy. So Shimeru, close, okay? It closes. Akeru opens. Shimeru, Akeru. Shimeru, Akeru. Shimeru, Akeru. Shimeru, Akeru. Shimeru, Akeru. Shimeru, Akeru. Easy. And we have Tsukeru, to turn on the light, and Kesu. Okay. Kesu to turn off the light. Tsukeru, turn on the light. Kesu to turn off the light. Turn on, turn off. And Shimeru, Akeru. Okay, I think this, I was confusing these four kanjis, but I think now I learned. Except for Kesu, I need to do it again. Okay, let's do Kesu again. Tsukeru and Kesu. Okay, again. That's 失礼します。失礼します。
失礼します。
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 Yeah, he doesn't say the first letter for some reason.
失礼します。
Is there something wrong with the earphones?
失礼します。
失礼します。Anyways. 生き方を説明してください。生き方を説明してください。生き方を説明してください。生き方を説明してください。生き方を説明してください。
生き方を説明してください。
So if I sit like this, I need to hold the microphone. 生き方を説明してください。That's I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Check it out.
狭い、
Of course, 狭い。生き方 is direction. Wait, 生き方を説明してください。Yes, 生き方 is the direction. So, 方 it means how. 生き to go, I think. Yeah, 生き方. Explaining where to go. So, explaining the direction. 説明 means explanation. Yeah, I need to get in another room. Everything is here. You can hear everything. I think I broke it. Oh, it has magnet. I thought I broke it. It's magnetic. It has magnetic field. Okay. Is it noisy? Is it noisy when you hear the voices around? Is it like very noisy? Is it annoying? Or is it normal? But so what I wanted to search for ikikata. Okay. Ikikata. Yeah, ikikata. So ikikata is the directions. No. Ikikataを説明してください。生き方を説明してください。So 生き方 means how go. Not noisy, but you cannot ignore them. Yeah, there are people here. My brother is playing PlayStation 5, Fortnite. Going journey, carry out, conduct, act, line, row, bank. 生き方 way, route. 生き方を So 行く to go. Okay. Kata means how or direction. Means direction. Okay. Kata means how, the way. Show me the way. So yeah. 生き方を説明してください。And 狭い means cramped, small. 大体バスで帰ります。大体 I think 大体 or 大体
大抵バスで帰ります。
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 大抵バスで帰ります。大抵バスで帰ります。大抵バスで帰ります。
大抵バスで帰ります。
大抵バスで帰ります。この道をまっすぐ行ってください。この道をまっすぐ行ってください。So, this road, straight, まっすぐ行ってください。この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
まっすぐ行ってください。この道を。
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
Can you hear the この? I don't hear the こ。Hello, Benzerka. How are you? I'm fine. I feel a bit tired. Not going to lie, a bit tired. But we keep going strong and never going to stop with a new microphone also. And hopefully I can sleep early now. Hopefully before 9 o'clock we wrap it up and we sleep early. So tomorrow, Saturday, we wake up and start learning even better. But even though we are tired, even though I am tired, I'm going to keep going. And hopefully you are also on day 24, Benzerka. この
この道をまっすぐ行ってください。
So we are, as Sensei Vic said, we are trying to improve the stream. Some problems, we have some problems, but hopefully we improve bit every day, a little bit every day. There is a little problem with the sound. Timmy's, what do you love more, Japanese or consistency? Consistency, of course. I want to stay consistent in anything. And one thing that I started with is Japanese, and hopefully we stay consistent in other things as well.
24日、
24. So this journey is not about only Japanese, but soon it will be about other things as well, like staying consistent in other things also. 今月の終わりに国へ帰ります。今月の終わり I believe that the love for the Japanese fueled your consistency. I love languages. I love learning languages. Not only Japanese, but also Chinese and also other languages. Spanish. The first language that I really, really loved was Spanish. All languages. Language learning in general is a beautiful journey. I want to learn as many languages as possible.
今月の終わりに国へ帰ります。
But Japanese has a special place also. That's why I started with Japanese. I thought I always wanted, I always wanted to learn Japanese and Chinese together. 今月の and I never started until 163 days ago. 今月の終わりに国へ帰ります。東京は物価が高いです。物価が高いです。東京は物価が高いです。東京は物価が高いです。
東京は物価が高いです。
物価が高いです。近く。
近く。
10 or と。高い。スイッチを押すと。I don't know that. Forgot. So, oh no, I know. 動きます。
スイッチを押すと動きます。
動きます。to move. 動く to move. It moves 動きます when と you push switch 押す to push and switch と when moves 動きます OK 急ぎましょう高校に something を書いてください
ここに住所を書いてください。
住所 others it has the 住んでいる感じ so 住所を書いてください。車で駅まで送りましょうか。車で駅まで送りましょうか。ありがとうございます。
車で駅まで送りましょうか。
Sensei Vic。
ありがとうございます。
Sensei Vic, is the microphone the same as
Good evening, everyone.
the same as Tokini Andy? I think you told me to get a microphone like Tokini Andy. And I did. I was thinking about what you said. So that's Asoko desu. It's heavy. I cannot hold it all the time. Oh. Something wa asoko desu. Something wa asoko desu. I know it. I know it. Wa asoko desu. Something wa asoko desu. What is this? I forgot.
階段はあそこです。
階段は stairs. 階段はあそこです。
階段はあそこです。
階段はあそこです。飲み物はその棚です。その棚です。
飲み物はその棚です。
飲み物はその棚です。来月、I don't know what that is. 大阪へ I don't know.
来月、
転勤
大
します。
阪へ転勤します。
来月、大阪へ転勤します。電気を Wait, okay, so つける and 消します。電気を消します。電気を消します。消す to turn off。
電気を消します。
電気を消します。電気を消します。約束の時間を変えます。
約束の時間を変えます。
約束の時間を変えます。to change。田中さんのは社長です。something。
田中さんのご主人は社長です。
社長です。田中さんのご主人は社長です。ご主人は The husband of Mr. Tanaka is a company president. husband ご主人。はじめまして。アリです。これからお世話になります。
はじめまして、アリです。これからお世話になります。
お世話になります。Taking care of it. Okay. That's 狭い。はあそこです。something はあそこです。階段はあそこです。階段はあそこです。
階段はあそこです。
階段はあそこです。スイッチを押すと動きます。If you also if you push the switch 動きます。It moves.
スイッチを押すと
スイッ
動きます。
チを押すと動きます。約束の時間を変えます。
約束の時間を変えます。
約束を時間を変えます。来月大阪へ
来月
転勤します。
大阪へ転勤します。
田中さんのご something は社長です。ご主人は社長です。
田中さんのご主人は社長です。
社長です。はじめまして、アリです。これからお世話になります。お世話になります。
はじめまして、アリです。
アリです。
これからお世話になります。
お世話になります。Okay, done. Okay, later we do the G Lab, but first let's just continue with the Genki challenge. Lesson 13.
Everyone, and welcome to the Genki 2 Lesson 13 live stream. We're finally starting Genki 2. It's been a year.
Okay, I need
Good
to put
evening,
this
everyone, and welcome to the Genki.
As a
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Genki 2 Lesson 13 live stream. We're finally starting Genki 2. It's been a year since we started covering Genki 1 here on Tokini Andy. Tonight we are going to be covering potential verb conjugation, multiple reasons with shi. It looks like something is happening with so desu. Try to with te miru using the te form.
okay,
If it's with nara, and frequency. And I'm also going to be covering something a little bit extra in a bonus section because Genki covers turning adjectives into adverbs in like a little side section, but it's actually pretty important, so I didn't want to skip it. So that's going to be a bonus section for tonight. So these are, of course, the color codes that we try to use throughout all the lessons now. They will apply to anything up after lesson 10 from Genki 1. Anything before that, these will probably not apply, but everything moving forward, we'll be using these color codes. And our first section for tonight is potential verb conjugation. So the potential form, what it really means is being able to do something or can do. So the potential form turns a verb,
potential
after
form,
lesson
easy.
10 from
Potential
Genki
form.
1. Anything before that, these will probably not apply,
Potential
but everything
form,
moving
easy.
forward, we'll be using these color codes. And our first section for tonight is potential verb conjugation. So the potential form, what it really means is being able to do something or can do. So the potential form turns a verb into saying you can do that verb or you're able to do that verb. Before we get started with that though, I think you're going to need a crash course in Godan conjugation. Most of you who have been here from the beginning, you've got it down. But if you're new here, let's just go over it really quick. If you want a more detailed explanation of Godan conjugation, there'll be a link over here to a full video where I covered lots.
Hello, pretentious asteroids. No broken headset today. We upgraded to a microphone, a new microphone. I hope it's better. I hope it sounds better. Sensei Vic says it sounds better, so hopefully it's an upgrade. And sounding great. So yeah, I think it's a good microphone. I saw a lot of reviews on YouTube, and it was actually the only one that when I searched about the reviews, it was the only one that I found on the shop, in all the shops that I searched for. So yeah, hopefully it stays with us for a long time. And hopefully with this microphone, I start also to make videos on YouTube. I want to make a lot of videos on YouTube. And hopefully this microphone will be very good. Bilaman, how is it going?
About Godan conjugation. The quick explanation.
It's a bit heavy. I don't know if I should hold it or not. I cannot hold it for long times. But I put it on a box for now until I find a good stand.
Is that all verbs in their dictionary form.
We continue with potential form with Genki. We have 11 more days until we finish. So what I want to do is to finish this challenge before the 30 days. So in 11 days, we will be at day 24. Maybe 24 or 23. Before the day 100. Hello, I like Sakura. Hello, I like Japanese. Amazing, amazing. Hopefully you are studying also. Sounds good. So where are you? What do you study? And I know some common words. What level are you? What are you studying?
End in either u.
Are you at a specific level? Have you started? How long have you been learning?
Su,
I'm from India.
mu,
Okay.
Bu, nu, ku, gu,
Nice.
or su.
I have another friend from India also. Learn with us or something. His YouTube channel.
And sometimes do. All verbs in their dictionary form. Now, verbs that end in idu or edu, the sound idu or edu, right? Not necessarily the character idu and edu, but the sound e followed by do or e followed by do. They're usually ichidan verbs, not godan verbs. And I'll cover those a little bit later, but first we're going to go into godan verbs. Now, godan refers to these 5 different ladders, like these 5 steps on a ladder of ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, or a, i, u, e, o. There's 5 vowel sounds in Japanese. They are a, i, u, e, o. And that's what godan means. Go is 5 steps. 5 steps, and the 5 steps are the 5 vowel sounds in the Japanese language. Already. For example, for the verb aruku, which means to walk, you kind of move up and down this ladder to conjugate godan verbs. If you move up to here to ki, it's one stem of a conjugation. If you move down here to K, it's another stem
Okay.
for a conjugation of a verb. in
Okay,
Japanese.
rareru.
So the potential form of godan verbs goes to the A column, which is right
Bilaman,
here.
how is
So
it going? How are you?
Aruku moves down to
didn't say
the
anything.
K column, like
Aruku.
this. And then you
Aruke.
add do. And you have the potential form of any godan verb. So aruku, you move down to K, and you add do,
Akeru.
and you have arukeru. And this means
Arukeru.
can walk.
yeah.
Doesn't mean walk anymore. It means
Wait. I
here.
need.
So-
I need. So we have a, I, u, e, o, and the conjugations. Yeah. This is what I was looking for the other day. I need a table that shows all of that shows the 5 vowels. Okay, and what each one means. What kind of conjugation is each vowel? Start a Kurdoli grammar guide. This one. I also did it in the beginning. I think I did 6 chapters. I want to go back to Kurdoli after we finish with Genki. Very useful. But to be honest, when I first did the Kurdoli, like on day 3 or day 4 of when I started, I was confused. I was a little bit confused. But I think if I go back now to Kurdoli, to this transcript, with everything I learned so far, like after 5 months, 6 months or so, yeah, I think I will understand better, because her explanation I think is very good. But for me, back then, on day 4 or day 5, it confused me somehow. I didn't understand. I thought it was a more advanced level for me. I was confused a little bit, to be honest, when I first read it. I had to go to Taikim. I had to move to Taikim to understand some things. Me also, I watched 3 times to understand. It is confusing. Yeah, it is confusing. I think it's good. It's great. But I don't know. It's not for beginners. Because now when I go back, if I go back and read all of this, I would understand. I would say, yeah, makes sense. Easy. Because I think Taikim, for me, Taikim is better a little bit for beginner. Kurdoli is good, but not for absolute beginners. Because I don't know, it confused me. What is your name, Timimi? Where are you from? I'm from Cyprus. I know some hiragana. Okay, bye, my new friend. Good night. Good night. Hello, that was quick. Good night. Hajimemashite. Hello. So, yeah, hiragana. You can learn all the hiragana. It's easy. Like, take a week, for example, and learn the whole hiragana. It will help you a lot. It will give you a lot of motivation if you learn hiragana. Thanks for the suggestion. Read, try it, try the transcript, see where you go. For example, for me, I think I reached to the chapter 6, then I gave up because I was so confused. I didn't know. But try it, read it, go as far as you can. Go to chapter 6, chapter 7, 7.5, 8. It took me more than a week for me to learn hiragana. As much as you can, as much as you want. You don't need to rush. Learn the whole hiragana and then start with grammar. Slowly. Everyone has their own space, of course. Pace. But yeah, I will definitely one day I will go back to transcript. So I need to go back to Taikim. I need to do Tofugu also. Tofugu is a good website. So, and by the way, Bilaman, the one thing that is good, you have to do multiple resources, you know. read a little bit of tofugu grammar, for example. Verb conjugations, building sentences, personal pronouns, nouns, and adjectives, e-adjectives. Read some articles from here. Read a little bit from basic grammar. From you go to Taikim, okay, Taikim, and you go here to basic grammar. So grammar guide, basic grammar, and read expressing state of being. Exercise, introduction to particles. Read a few articles here. Then go to the Kurdoli. Read a chapter from here. Read about particle wa. Read chapter 4. Read chapter 5. So multiple resources, you know. Move it there, move there, like a kangaroo. Jump from Kurdoli to Taikim to Tofugu to Genki also. Read different read multiple sources, because no one explains everything correct, perfect. No one can explain to you perfectly. Each one explains to you with his own ideas. So if you don't understand something, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. I think for me, the person responsible for you not understand. So when you don't understand, the fault is not you, but the one explaining to you. Maybe he explained it with his own words, but his own words may not be correct. So if you read from Kurdoli, from Taikim, from Tofugu, from Genki, maybe it will click. Eventually it will click. You will understand later. So yeah, I think multiple resources is better. From zero, from cringy.
Hello and welcome.
Hello Yuki, how is it going? And from cringy George, from Mr. George. So for me, what I did. Fine, thanks. By the way, Yuki, we bought a new microphone. Thanks for the motivation. So yes, I did Kurdoli, Taikim. I will do Tofugu. I didn't know about Tofugu. I just learned about it from Pretentious the other day. So I did Tofugu. I will do Tofugu. I did Genki 2 times. Genki I did from Mr. George. I like George. He's the best kind of cringy. Yes, that's what I was saying. He's funny. I don't know why Sensei Vic doesn't like him. So you do multiple resources, and eventually you will click. Maybe Mr. George doesn't explain it well. Maybe Tofugu will explain it better. Maybe Tofugu doesn't explain it well. Maybe Genki will explain it better. Maybe Kurdoli will explain it better. So if you don't understand, it's not your fault. It's the fault of the person that's explaining. Because as I told you before, each one explains to you with his own words, with his own understanding. So it's good to move to different resources, and eventually you'll understand. Without even trying, you will understand. Just read. Don't try hard to understand. Don't force it. Just read it. Then read it from here. Read it from here, Genki. Read it from Tofugu, and eventually it will click. I will read Tofugu for sure. I read Tofugu. I think I read a little bit, a few things, and I think it's great. So after we finish with this challenge, I will read definitely Tofugu also. Tokiniandi connects better to me, but the best way is learn to teach, or teach to learn. Learn to teach to learn. Thank you very much, Sensei Vic.
Go down verbs. If you move up to here to ki, it's one stem of a conjugation. If you move down here to ke, it's an.
I learned Japanese from Duolingo. Duolingo also Duolingo. I also do Duolingo. like another resource. So how many resources now we have? 5, 6. Duolingo is also very good tool, very helpful.
Another stem for conjugation.
Yeah,
of the verb
multiple resources. Jump from here to here, like a kangaroo.
Japanese. So the potential form of godan verbs goes to the e column, which is right here. So aruku moves down to the ke column, like this, and then you add do, and you have the potential form of any. So ki is the mass form, ka, I don't know. Ke is the potential form. Okay, I need a table that shows the vowels and what each conjugation is. Aruku
I will
moves
find
down
it
to
later.
the ke column, like this,
Column.
and then you add do, and you have the potential form of any godan verb. So aruku, you move down to ke, and you add do, and you have arukeru, and this means can walk. It doesn't mean walk anymore. It means to be able to walk. Can walk.
Yeah,
There's a footnote for
yeah.
that.
Potential
So the
form
potential
is easy.
form or can do of ichidan verbs. Now you remember ichidan verbs are verbs that end with the sound e followed by do or the sound e followed by do. Most of them. There's some exceptions to those. I'm not going to go over them tonight. If you'd like to look up the exceptions, check out the ichidan verb video. It'll be right over here. For ichidan verbs, all you have to do is drop the do or cut it off and then add da de do. Da de do. Now there's a shorter version of this where you drop the do and add de do. Now if you look at that, you'll notice it's pretty much exactly the same as the godan conjugation, right? You could think of moving down to the a column, da di do de do, the de column is the de, and adding do, de do. That's actually more common in conversation. In conversation,
It would end up being a very complicated table. Each row would have multiple forms. I need to see all the. I need all the conjugations in. Like I need to bring all the conjugations in one, and I think basically this series, this video brings all them together.
So that by the end of this video, you know absolutely everything you need to know about exactly how to conjugate verbs in Japanese.
Okay, yeah, this is very useful. I think this is the only useful video about conjugations that I need to watch. So miru, potential, polite form, mas, okay. Mas stem, okay. Te form, ete. Actually, I once made a conjugation table for Japanese, but it's in German. But the words are in Japanese, no? So te form, past tense, okay. Continuous form, teiru. Negative nai, okay. Negative nakat. Yeah, I think this video is the most useful video about conjugations. Rareru, saseru, causative form, causative passive form. Saserareru, yeah, okay. Imperative form, I didn't do imperative form yet. Miro, tabero, kaero or nero. I never did imperative form. Yes, but the explanations and translations are in German. Okay. So tara, we have tara also. If we have potential, rareru. But imperative, we didn't do imperative though. Still. Oshiete. Here's a chart form we can give, but it's not easy to read. Okay. It is complicated. I think I saw it one time, but I couldn't read it and I closed it. Yeah, no, the Genko video is the best one. Maybe if I learn all the conjugation, if I watch that video, it will be easier to read. So you have u, I, a, e, o, te. Te form, volitional. Imperative. I still didn't do imperative though. Okay, I still didn't do imperative. Tara, potential form, rareru, volitional, mio. Okay, and no, I did volitional. But anyways, let's just continue. Okay.
In Japanese, generally we don't say dareru. We say deru when we're conjugating ichidan verbs into the potential form. Usually we use the deru. But officially, in textbooks, even in Japan, this isn't accepted as grammatically correct. But in conversation, it's very, very common. In fact, more common than dareru.
Anshul Chaturvedi. Hey, what resources will you advise Japanese? By the way, admire your hard work. I am also learning Japanese. Ka is the negative form, negative plain form. Bro, the best resources are a lot. Like we were talking just now about the resources. We have Kurdoli, you have Taikim, you have Genki, you have Tofugu. Start with all, you know. You have 4 Tofugu, Genki, Taikim, and Kurdoli. You have 4 resources. Start with all of them. Start with all of them. Taikim, start with Taikim. Go to Taikim, type Google Taikim, okay, Taikim, Japanese Taikim, and go to basic grammar. And start from here, expressing state of being. This is the first chapter that I read. And it was really helpful. And go through them one by one, until you finish. Start something else. Start Tofugu. Or read them together. Read Tofugu and Taikim together. Read Genki also. Watch this video, this playlist. And slowly, eventually you will improve. You will improve a lot.
Keep that in mind. So here's an example. We've got miru, which is to look. So you've got the dictionary form. You drop the do. You're left with mi. And you add dareru. Midareru. That means can look or can see. But more common in conversation is just to drop the do and add reru. Mireru. Or just like a go-down conjugation, right? That's more common in conversation. In fact, it's so much more common that I actually forgot about dareru when I made the Ichidan video and had to delete it and re-upload a new version with the dareru because I haven't actually used the dareru in conversation in so long that I forgot about it. So you shouldn't forget about it because grammatically it's the dareru. But keep in mind that when you're out and about, if you ever come to Japan, you're going to be hearing deru for Ichidan verbs much more often. Now, just like with all conjugations in Japanese, there's 2 irregular verbs, and they are suru and kuru. Suru is to do, kuru is to come, and they're conjugated a little bit differently.
Bro, what do you mean ka is the negative form, negative plain form? I didn't understand.
For almost every single verb
Ka is
conjugation.
the negative form?
In Japanese.
Negative plain
For
form.
suru, we've got dekiru. Suru becomes dekiru. It's like a whole different verb. It doesn't even make sense. And it is kind of a different word. And in fact, you can think of potential forms as kind of new words of being able to do something. But the be able to do for suru is dekiru. Kuru becomes kodareru. So not only is it dareru, but the ku changes to ko. Kodareru. So the ku here becomes ko dareru. But just like ichidan verbs, it's actually very common to say koreru, koreru, instead of dareru. Very common to get rid of that. And the reason for that is in conversation, we usually say whatever's easier. Whatever's easier. In any language, people like to go the path of least resistance, and that's Japanese included. So we'll say things like koreru instead of korareru. So I wanted to talk a little bit about particles and the potential form. So verbs that take o, like for example, taberu, natto wo taberu, can continue to take o. They can stay with o, or sometimes they can be changed to ga. There's no rule for this. It's just that either one is okay. So for example, natto wo taberu becomes natto wo taberareru. Can eat natto. Or natto ga taberareru. Either one is fine. There's no real rule as to which one you should use. Just know that it can take either. It could also be natto wo tabereru. Remember, because you don't need that ra necessarily. All right. All other particles will stay exactly the same. So for example, ao, to meet, takes ni. It's not going to change in the potential form. Tomodachi ni ao, to meet a friend. Tomodachi ni aeru, can meet a friend. It stays ni. Dekiru, the verb dekiru, which is the potential form of suru, always takes ga.
Wait. Particles and the potential form. Verbs that take o will take o or ga. Again, I didn't understand.
And the reason for that is in conversation.
Okay. Suru becomes dekiru. I know it. Kuru becomes korareru.
We usually say whatever's
or koreru.
easier. Whatever's easier. In any language, people like to go the path of least resistance, and that's Japanese included. So we'll say things like koreru instead of korareru. So I wanted to talk a little bit about particles and the potential form. So verbs that take o, like for example, taberu, natto wo taberu, can continue to take o. They can stay with o. Or sometimes they can be changed to ga. There's no rule for this. It's just that either one is okay. So for example, natto wo taberu becomes natto wo taberareru. Can eat natto. Or natto ga taberareru. Either one is fine. There's no real rule as to which one you should use. Just know that it can take either.
Tabereru is fine instead of taberareru. Yeah, tabereru is fine.
It could also be natto wo tabereru. Remember, because you don't need that ra necessarily. All right. All other particles will stay exactly the same. So for example, ao, to meet, takes ni. It's not going to change in the potential form. Tomodachi ni ao, to meet a friend. Tomodachi ni aeru, can meet a friend. It stays ni.
Wait. If it's o, you can either put o or ga?
It's just that either one is okay. So for example, natto wo taberu becomes natto wo taberareru.
Or
can eat natto. Or natto ga taberareru. Either one is fine. There's no real rule as to which one you should use. Just know that it can take either. It could also be natto wo tabereru. Remember, because you don't need that ra necessarily. All right. All other particles will stay exactly the same. So for example, ao, to meet, takes ni. It's not going to change in the potential form. Tomodachi ni ao, to meet a friend. Tomodachi ni aeru, can meet a friend. It stays ni. Dekiru, the verb dekiru, which is remember the potential form of suru, always takes ga. Almost always. Not 100% of the time, but 99.9% of the time, you're going to see o change to ga. So in situations like this, ryori o suru, to cook, will become ryori ga dekiru. You're going to change that o to ga pretty much every time. Just consider it a rule that you're going to change it to ga because you're better off that way. Because it can always be ga, and it almost always is.
I need to write it, by the way. I cannot not write. So, ga o verbs that takes o. Verbs that take o can be will take either o or ga. Okay.
Ga. So that's particles. Particles are never fun, but keep that in mind.
Dekiru always becomes dekiru always always takes the o always becomes ga. Dekiru always takes ga.
Always be ga, and it almost always is. So ga. So that's particles. Particles are never fun, but keep that in mind. One other thing to talk about here is that potential verbs
So he said that you can still use o, but I should mention that there are people who say that ga is more correct for potential. I don't think it really matters that much. Okay. So to be safe. So you are saying to be safe, it's better to use ga instead of o. But it doesn't really matter that much, no?
Particles are never fun, but keep that in mind. One other thing to talk about here is that
Yeah, not very complicated. You can use either, but dekiru always becomes ga. But I think for me, to be safe, because it works both, I'll do it ga. Okay, but
potential verbs conjugate like ichidan verbs. So when you create a potential form verb by changing aruku, move down to the A column, so aruke and arukeru, you can now conjugate this further as if it were an ichidan verb. Because check it out. Keru, eru. It's an eru verb, right? Arukeru. So now you can conjugate that to say, I can't walk. Aruke nai. So you conjugate it just like an ichidan verb, which is usually just cut the do, drop the do, and add some other ending. So this is negative. Aruke nai, can't walk. Arukemas, can walk. That's the polite present, future, habitual tense. Aruketa, was able to walk, past tense. There's one.
By the way, the conjugations are not that hard, not complicated, to be honest. But when you don't see them in front of you, you just forget. That's why I just want to write them all in one place, so that I just just stick. I just want them to stick and remember them when I don't have them in front of me, to try to remember them. But it's not complicated. Conjugations are not complicated. You just need to remember them at that time when you want to speak.
One other can do, like there's a construction, a grammatical construction that Genki covers, which also means can do, and it's also quite common. And it's a short form clause, so just a sentence basically that ends in a short form verb. And you can add plus koto ga dekiru. Koto ga dekiru. So remember, potential form was natto wo taberareru. Well, you could also say, this means the same thing, natto wo taberu koto ga dekiru. Now, obviously, this is long.
Oh, you should make your own chart as you learn them. I bet that would be even better than finding one. I think, yeah, that's a very good idea. Maybe I definitely try to make an Excel page and write all the conjugations. Yeah, I will do that for sure. Not only, yeah, but now that you're mentioning it, not only conjugations, but all the other grammar points as well. Because she is easy, I always remember. But Sodes, I read it in Genki, but I forgot about it now. And all the others, I need to write all of the other grammar points as well. So, okay, slowly. Okay, let's finish with Temiro. Okay, Temiro is easy. If Nara is easy always, I know it. Sodes, I don't remember Sodes. She is also easy. Okay, so yeah, now you're mentioning it, I need to write them on Excel as well. Okay, I will do that.
For sure. Well, you could also say, this means the same thing.
Thanks for the resources. What do you think about immersion methods? Like most of what I see heavily rely on it instead of book and grammar. I'm a medical student and will be going to Japan for my medical observership in July, so wanted to learn more Japanese that can help me there. Oh, that sounds amazing. So immersion, it depends. I don't know. For me, I don't like immersion like right away because I don't understand anything. So because I need to learn some grammar points in order to understand what they are saying. So to construct sentences, for example. But it depends on your level. If you're going, are you like just starting now? If you don't know anything at all, I don't know. Maybe immersion is not going to help if you don't know anything in Japanese. For me, even now after 163 days, I cannot do a lot of immersion because I don't understand. When I watch something, I will not understand anything. And I feel like it's a waste of time. But it depends on the person. Of course, it's better to learn grammar, learn as much grammar as possible, learn kanji also, a lot of kanji, and then do immersion. But bro, good luck. You have 6 months. Learn as much as possible, and don't worry, you will learn there. When you go there, you will learn there. Like, don't worry, like, if you have to learn everything in 6 months. You don't need to learn everything. You will learn it there. If you're going there.
納豆を食べるこ
Cofelio, how is it going? Hey mate, I will join here because I did not saw that you're online. Okay. So hello, welcome. Thank you for the playlist. I listened to a lot of songs today. It was a great playlist. You have, yeah, I told you, you have an exquisite taste.
ことができる Now, obviously, this is longer. The potential form is going to be preferable in
also
most
the
situations. But this is a
Hopefully
little bit
learn
more,
from the
I
games
don't
as
know,
well.
dramatic. It seems a little bit more emphasized, and it's okay. You can also do this. If you forget how to make the potential form, you can just use the present tense, the short dictionary form. 食べることができる。ことができる。This is just another way to say this thing.
食べられる。
So let's go ahead and jump into our conversation piece for this week. We've got いい
ことできる。ことできる。I know ことできる。
Like there's a construction, a grammatical construction that present, future, habitual tense. Can do, like there's a construction, a grammatical construction that Genki covers, which also means can do, and it's also quite common. And it's a short form clause, so just a sentence basically that ends in a short form verb. And you can add plus ことができる。ことができる。So remember, potential form was 納豆を食べられる。Well, you could also say, this means the same thing, 納豆を食べることができる。Now, obviously, this is longer. The potential form is going to be preferable in most situations. But this is a little bit more, I don't know, dramatic. It seems a little bit more emphasized. And it's okay. You can also do this. If you forget how to make the potential form, you can just use the present tense, the short dictionary form. 食べることができる。ことができる。This is just another way to say the same thing. So let's go ahead and jump into our conversation piece for this week. We've got いい天気ですね。海に行きましょう。雲が見えないね。全然見えない。行きましょう。泳げないんだよ。大丈夫ですよ。見に行けるよ。見に行く Let's read that at full speed. いい天気ですね。海に行きましょう。雲が見えないね。全然見えない。行きましょう。泳げないんだよ。大丈夫ですよ。見に行けるよ。見に行く
So, okay, let's go to the beach. The weather is good. Yes. Kumo, no idea what that is. Ga mienai ne. I cannot see the Kumo. Zenzen mienai. I totally cannot see it. Ikimashou. Let's go. Oyogenai. Kumo is the clouds. Clouds. I cannot see clouds. Totally cannot. Let's go. Oyogenai nda. I cannot swim, you know. 大丈夫ですよ。It's okay. 見に行ける。見に行けるよ。We can go and see. We can go and see. 見に行く Go to see.
Alright, let's go over the English translation and then we'll get to the question for today and answer any questions you might have. いい天気ですね。いい天気ですね。海に行きましょう。This means it's great weather, isn't it? いい天気. You're going to hear this all the time if it's nice out. People love to talk about the weather here just like they do in any other country in the world. いい天気ですね。いい天気ですね。海に行きましょう. Remember, this is the volitional, but it's like an invitation, like let's go do something. It's great weather, isn't it? ね. Let's go. Generally, we don't.
No. Wait, that's the volitional. That's the volitional.
Oh. Love to talk about the weather here just like they do in any other. This is the volitional, but it's like an invitation.
Must go. See you soon. Takai. Bye-bye, Sensei Vic. Thank you for coming. As always, yeah, I always feel happy when I see you.
Like, let's go do something.
So, yeah,
great
have
weather,
a beautiful
isn't it?
day.
Yeah. Let's go to the sea. 雲が見えないね。Yeah, you can't see any clouds. 全然見えない。行きましょう。You can't see any. Let's go. 泳げないんだよ。
泳げないんだよ。
I can't swim, you know. 泳げる would be the potential form of 泳ぐ, which is to swim. 泳ぐ, gu, move down to the A column. 泳げ
Ge.
just cut the ru because it's an ichidan verb now. Add nai. 泳げない. I can't swim. 泳げない. 大丈夫ですよ. It's fine. You're fine. 見に行けるよ.
Can go
見に
look.
行けるよ. 見に行く means go and look or go and see. 行ける means can go. 行く move the ku down to the A column. 行け add ru. 行ける can go. 行けるよ. 見に行く go and look. By the way, in the Patreon, if you've already watched the listening and shadowing videos, you'll know that this A stands for Ando-san. So the question today for this section is, 何が食べられませんか?
食べられませんか?
何が食べられませんか? What can you not eat? What are you not able to eat? This could be something that you literally have an allergy to or something you just don't like to eat and you're not able to eat it. You put it in and it just comes back out. So in Japanese,
nothing.
please use the potential form of eat. You can use the conversational form or the full grammatically correct form. 何が食べられませんか? Toki ni Andy and Yuki in
私は、全部で食べられます。全部で食べられる。全部で。
combination have created. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into multiple reasons with she. Multiple reasons with she. She is a very, very useful, I guess, particle. And basically the way you use it is you take a reason.
Thanks for the motivation. I will keep myself accountable with your live stream. Oh, that sounds great. That's actually, I feel happy when people say that. よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。I don't know what that means. You are better than me. Wait, I need to translate that. よろしくお願いします。English. Thank you for your help. You see, I don't even know what that means.
And add she, and then another.
But bro, just learn every day. You don't have to force yourself. What you don't understand, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. What you don't understand, it's the teacher's fault.
Reason and add she, so you can have two reasons for whatever the situation.
The teacher's fault because he didn't understand. He couldn't explain to you better.
Is, or for whatever you're doing, or for whatever's happening. Two reasons or more, as many as you want, honestly. Just by using she. So it's basically just like kara, but with kara, you only have one reason, right? You've got a reason plus kara, and then the situation. And that's it. You can only have one reason with that. But with she, you can use it just like kara and have multiple reasons. So before we get into some examples so I can help explain that more, the way you use it is you take a verb usually in the short form, but that's not a rule. It's usually short form plus she, and then the final situation verb determines the tense of the full sentence or the politeness of it. But in very polite conversation, people very commonly use polite forms followed by she. So 食べますし、飲みますし, you will hear stuff like that. But it is more common, and technically the rule, to use short forms with she of verbs. That's also true with e.
Giving multiple reasons for something, giving
adjectives. Basically, it's just the e adjective on its own, followed by she. But in very polite situations, you will hear people say 楽しいですし. I've heard it. You hear it sometimes. Not adjective.
Reason she situation. Okay.
Adjectives take not adjective plus da plus she. So for example, 綺麗だし. Nouns also take da followed by she. One thing to keep in mind is that the she construction does not have to be in the same sentence as the situation. You can have the sentence, which is the situation, separate. For example, you could have the situation first, followed by a period or full stop, and then have reasons she, and the sentence ends like that. That's perfectly fine. We'll show you some examples in a little bit.
Wait, what did he say?
Be in the same. Keep in mind is that the she construction does not have to be in the same sentence as the situation. You can have the sentence, which is the situation, separate. For example, you could have the situation first, followed by a period or a full stop, and then have reason she, and the sentence ends like that. That's perfectly fine. We'll show you some examples in a little bit. I think the examples are the only way that this is all going to make sense. So here are some nice examples. We've got Yasashi shi, kirei da shi, tsukiyaitai. She's kind, pretty, and I want to date her. She's kind, pretty, and I want to date her. Yasashi shi, kirei da shi, tsukiyaitai. Tsukiya means to date.
I saw
to date
she
someone.
a lot of
It can also
times.
mean to hang out with someone, but usually it's used to mean date. Terebi wo miteiru shi. So there's short form teiru. That's perfectly fine. Shi. Isogashi. Now notice here that there's only one she. You usually have to have multiple reasons, right? Well, in this situation, it's sort of a very casual way of suggesting that you're busy. And one of the reasons, just one of them, is that you're watching TV. But using she instead of kara implies that that's not the only reason. There's more reasons that you're busy and you don't want to be bothered. But the only one you're willing to talk about right now, because you're so busy, is that you're watching TV. So leave me alone.
That's like the hardest line to translate to English. It has a lot of uses. You mean the she? Terebi o miteiru shi, isogashi.
Terebi o miteiru shi, isogashi. So a single she on its own implies that there are more reasons and you're only telling one. So that's
Tofugu. Onegai. For what does yoroshiku onegai shimasu mean? Yoroshiku. Wait, you mean the yoroshiku onegai shimasu? The one I thought. No. Okay. So the one that I translated. What did it mean? Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. Okay. Thank you. For all you Japanese learning out there. Seito. What's Seito? Pupil, student out there. This isn't your normal found on a Q&A site. What does yoroshiku onegai shimasu mean kind of post? No, this is the ultimate what does yoroshiku onegai shimasu mean? Well, if it's long, we read it later. Good. Basically, it says yoroshiku kanji. Okay. Yoroshiku. Best regards. Please remember me. The better way is this. Yoroshiku. Well. Okay. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Good. Please help me. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Okay. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Best regards. Evening, night, dew, death, hardship, suffering. Bro, all of this in one kanji. Death, evening, dew. What's dew? I don't even know. The main uses were the quotes up top. Quotes up top. Be kind. This one. Oh, so be kind to me. I am in your debt. I am counting on you. Please help me. Please take care of me. Nice to meet you. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yeah, but this is pretty much the same as yoroshiku onegai shimasu, but it's not as formal. If you're not sure whether or not it's okay to use yoroshiku on its own, you should probably just use yoroshiku onegai shimasu. It means the same things as what's above. The problem is that you can kind of define these words, but they still don't really mean anything. How do you use these things? When do you use them? Why do you use them? All that is important. I think you probably have to experience seeing these things used quite a bit before the definitions start making sense. Why? Because the definitions don't quite fit. At least not 100%. The English definitions just don't define the feeling behind the words. Really, they are indescribable. You have to experience them firsthand, or at the very least, see a lot of examples. Okay, yeah, I need to see how they say it and when they say it. 私は小一です。小一です。よろしくお願いします。I'm Koichi. Nice to meet you. Please be kind to me. Actually, please, the translation of please be kind to me, it's a bit not usual in English. You cannot say that in English. Of course, I'm not actually asking people to be kind because I think they're mean. I'm saying that I'm happy they're accepting my introduction and accepting me. And I'm also saying I know that I'm not very high up and I'm just a small speck compared to everyone else. So it's not that I'm really asking them to be kind, at least not literally. I'm just saying that I'm sort of in their hands and that they can do what they'd like with me. I'm just happy they allowed me to meet them and I'm hoping that future interactions are good. Okay, please send my regards to Bobby. Bobby-san ni yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So you can, yeah, this one is a very good example of how to use it. So it has different meanings and it used it in different ways. Okay. My yoroshiku onegai shimasu feelings to Bobby. Bobby-san ni. We have a ni particle. To Bobby. Send my regards to Bobby. So here it says, be kind to me, I'm in your debt, counting regards. I saw somewhere says regards. But yeah, it also means regard. Send my regards to Bobby. Bobby ni. Okay. So it has different uses. And the kanji, yeah, the kanji here, it means evening, yoru. Do, I don't know what do means. What's do? Do is water in the form of droplets. Exposed object in the morning, evening due to condensation. Okay, anyways. And shinu, death and hardship, suffering. But okay, very interesting word on yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Don't think I will ever forget it. Don't think I will ever forget yoroshiku onegai shimasu. But I still don't understand. No, I understand this for sure. When I say send regards, okay, I understand. But the rest of the uses, maybe when you see someone, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So when I see if the Onyaman, if Onyaman is here, when I meet Onyaman, I would tell him, hello Onyaman, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. I know how to use that. And send regards to your family. Kazoku ni yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Regards to your family. The Lannisters send the regards. Lannisters wa okuru yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Or something. Yeah, anyways. So very interesting word. Let's just keep going with the
Also okay. Our next sentence.
When you do a jiko shukai, I remember jiko shukai. You will always do yoroshiku onegai shimasu at the end. Oh, so at the end, so thank you for your time for like this. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Thank you for your time. That's how you say, that's the meaning for it.
Is 給料がいいし
I don't think I will ever forget よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。Also the kanji 夜 shin to die or do.
大きな会社だし So there's a noun plus だな is that you're watching TV. So leave me alone. So テレビを見ているし忙しい So a single she on its own implies that there are more reasons and you're only telling one. So that's also okay. Our next sentence is 給料がいいし 大きな会社だし. So there's a noun plus
給
だ。
料がいいし。
長く勤めるつもりで
大きな会社だ
す.
し。
The salary is good. It's a big company. And so I intend to work there for a long time. 長く. Now take a look at this. 長い is an E adjective that means long. In this case, long time. But it ends in ku. Now that's because we just turned it into an adverb. That's going to be part of the bonus section, something that just shows up randomly in a little kind of small box at the end of this lesson in Genki 2. They don't make it a full section, but maybe it should be. So I'm making it into a full section at the end of this lesson. Just know that this is an adverb when you change it to ku, e to ku. 長く勤める. So 勤める means to work at a company, basically. 勤めるつもりです. I intend to work there for a long time because it's good money. It's a big company. So these are some examples. They're basically the exact same examples, but with separate sentences. Remember how I mentioned that you could have the reason separate and then just have the she clauses on their own. So for example, 付き合いたい, 優しいし, 綺麗だし. Those are the reasons. They just come after. That's fine. 忙しい, テレビを見ているし. I'm busy. I'm watching TV and stuff. So a she in this situation, you could kind of translate in English to mean like, and stuff. テレビを見ているし. I'm watching TV and stuff. Leave me alone. You know, that stuff implies that there's other reasons. I'm doing other stuff. I'm also like eating chips. So I'm too busy to talk to you right now. Sorry, guys. Now here's the exact same sentence from before. 長く勤めるつもりです.
長く
給料がいいし、
勤めるつもりです。
大きな会社だし. I intend to work there for a long time. The salary's good. It's a big company. Why not? So same exact situation. You're just having the she clauses in a separate sentence. And that's okay. It's not a problem. It's very, very malleable like that. 優しかった. Oh, we're using past tense. So I just wanted to point out that you can use other tenses and you can use polite forms. So that's what these examples are showing you. Before it was just present tense, right? So here we've got 優しかったし、綺麗だったし、結婚しました. So this is the same kind of example before, but it's all in past tense now, which is also okay. She was kind, pretty, and I married her. Or that's why I married her. 給料がよくありませんし、大きな会社じゃありませんし、長く勤める。
1 minute, only 1 minute. Video お願いします。よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。
つもりではありません. So this is a very
よろし
polite,
くお願いします。
although you might not be this forward in a polite conversation, but it's a very polite sentence. Technically, generally speaking, you would use short forms and then 長く勤めるつもりではありません to give the politeness to the sentence. But if you want to be even more polite, you can put polite forms before she, and that's perfectly okay, and it actually sounds very natural. It happens all the time. I've heard it countless times here, so that's perfectly fine. 給料がよくありませんし、大きな会社じゃありませんし、長く勤めるつもりではありません. The salary's not good, it's not a big company, and so, there's the she. I do not intend to work there for a long time. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the conversation for this section. I'll read it once slowly, and then at full speed, go over the English.
Let's just see this example again.
Okay, and it actually sounds very natural. It happens all the time.
給料がよくありませんし、大きな会社じゃありませんし、長く勤めるつもりではありません。No good. It's not a big company. 会社な大きな会社じゃありませんし、and so I do not intend to work there for a long time.
To the sentence, but if you want to be even more polite, you can put polite forms before she, and that's perfectly okay, and it actually sounds very natural. It happens all the time. I've heard it countless times here, so that's perfectly fine. 給料がよくありませんし、大きな会社じゃありませんし、長く勤めるつもりではありません. The salary's not good, it's not a big company, and so, there's the she. I do not intend to work there for a long time. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the conversation for this section. I'll read it once slowly, and then at full speed, go over the English. There will be a question, and then I'll get into chat and see what you guys are up to over there. だって、いい天気だし、海が綺麗だし、 行きましょうよ。
行きましょうよ。
いい天気だ
いい
ね。
天気だね。
でも、
でも、
泳げない
泳げない
し、
し、
砂が嫌い。
砂が嫌い。
楽しいですよ。
楽しいですよ。
約束です。
約束です。
わかったわかった。
わかった。
行く。
行く。
やったー。
やったー。
Full speed。だっていい天気だし、海が綺麗だし、行きましょうよ。
行きましょうよ。
いい天気だね。
いい天気だね。
でも泳げないし、砂が嫌い。楽しいですよ。約束です。わかったわかった。行く。やったー。Let's go over the English. だっていい天気だし、海が綺麗だし、行きましょうよ。So here's our she clauses, right? We've got cuz. So black and light blue means it's something that doesn't show up in Genki up until this point, or doesn't show up at all. I don't think this one shows up at all. だって、if you watch a lot of anime or read a lot of manga, you probably know this one already. But it just means because. Or it's a slangy because. It's cuz. だって。だって。Cuz. Use that at the beginning of the sentence. Sounds really fun. だっていい天気だし。It's nice weather. And 海が綺麗だし。And the sea is beautiful. 行きましょうよ. So let's go. いい天気だね。It is nice weather, isn't it? でも but 泳げないし。I can't swim. So there's a combination of the potential form and し。砂が嫌い. So these are just two reasons of why I don't want to go. Two reasons. I've left out the reason. The reason is implied that I don't want to go.
So, Suna. Suna is sand. Suna. It looks like sugar. Suna. Suna has the same kanji grain or sand. And sato. Sato is sugar. Is the same kanji as sugar. Okay, yeah, I remember it. So Suna. Okay, sato and Suna. Okay.
Technically, you could put another she here. So, for example, 泳げないし、砂が嫌いだし、because it's an adjective. So you could do that.
よろくお願いします。Meaning can vary depending on context, but mostly if it's someone you're meeting for or talking to for the first time, like joining a company as the conversation goes, like はじめまして name. Okay. Like はじめまして, so it's this similar. And on your end, as you introduce yourself, はじめまして, your name, よろしくお願いします. And your end as your... here it would mean I am counting on you, or just be kind or nice to me as I am new in this company. That what I understood from many Japanese podcasts. Okay. Yeah. It has, so when you meet someone, you tell them よろしくお願いします. But it has many uses also. So you said here talking for the first time, like joining a new company, conversation goes like はじめまして. Okay. And regards, sending regards also. And probably other uses as well. Here it would mean I am counting on you, or just be kind or nice to me as I am new in this company. That what I understood. Okay. Yeah, different uses. This kanji is correct from two radicals. Suna. Stone, yeah, stone. Ishi. A few little... So, yes, little stone, by the way. Yeah, so, wait, sand is Suna. I just noticed, yeah. Little stones. And it is indeed little stones. Yeah, so as I was saying to Yuki, yeah, stones, Ishi, and Skoshi. Ishi and Skoshi, which is Suna, which is sand. It makes sense. It makes sense. Kanji makes sense. As I was saying, yeah, to Yuki, kanji makes sense, and it's beautiful if you know the meaning of each character. So Ishi is a stone, no? Okay. Ishi is a stone. It also is a name. Small, and Skoshi Sukoshi is little. Little stones is sand, suna. So yeah, I like kanji so much. Kanji makes sense. Kanji is beautiful.
But you could also leave it off,
Little
because you can
stones.
drop stuff all over the place in Japanese. And shi, the second one, is one of those things that you can drop.
Suna ga kirai, the sand is kirai, is beautiful. So, いい天気だね。でも、泳げないし。Suna ga kirai. Ah, no, kirai means I hate, not beautiful, not kirei. Kirai means I hate. Oyogena, I cannot swim. And I hate the sand.
Drop. Especially if you're not going to add the situation after it. 楽しいですよ。約束です。約束 if you're not going to add the situation after it. 楽しいですよ。約束
Wait, it is nice weather, isn't it? But I can't swim and I hate the sand. Not that similar. You want to tell someone hajimemashite only the first time you meet them. If you say it to someone more than once, it will feel like you forgot who they are. The only similarity is that you will also use yoroshiku onegai shimasu during introductions, but you can use it with the same person many times over your relationship with them. Okay, so it's not similar. Yeah, it's so, and you on your end as you introduce your name. So yeah, the Anshul here is saying that you say hajimemashite. It's not the same. I think I said the same, but Anshul saying that you say hajimemashite and then you say yoroshiku onegai shimasu. But it's not the same. I think it's from me. I said it's the same. It's not the same apparently. Yes. So hajimemashite, you say it only once. You cannot say it again because you cannot say it to the same person again because you already met him. Only for the first time you use hajimemashite. But yoroshiku onegai shimasu, you can say it over many times over your relation. Okay. And regards, also you can send regards also.
Especially if you're not going to add the situation.
Hajimemashite, you first say hajimemashite and then you say yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
After it. 楽しいですよ。約束です。約束 means I promise. I promise. That's a new vocabulary word from lesson 13. わかったわ。
Yakusoku means promise or also means appointment, I think.
わかった。I got it. I understand. All right already. 行く。I'll go. やったー。Yatta means many different things. In this situation, it just means yay, but it can also mean I did it. But that doesn't really make sense in this situation unless you want to consider that Yuki is excited that she was able to convince Ando-san to go. In that sense, yes, she did it. There's the furigana for you. And the question for this section is, Nande Nihongo wo naraitai desu ka? Why do you want to learn Japanese? And I'd like you to give me multiple reasons using shi. Nande Nihongo wo naraitai desu ka? Please give me multiple reasons using shi. We're going to be moving on to
楽しいし。面白いし、楽しいし、面白いしです。
do something else.
You say this in the end? I'm not sure.
That's quite fun, called It Looks Like. It appears to be some way, with so desu.
So
That's
desu.
our next section. So let's
So
jump
desu.
into it. To use so desu, you just attach it to something. And this is how you do it. You take a verb, you take the mas stem. If you want to learn about the mas stem and you haven't yet, check out lesson 4. No, lesson 3. And you'll learn all about the mas stem. Lesson 4 also covers it a little bit. But I'll put a link up here if I remember. I can't promise that though. Verb mas stem plus so desu. So for example, the mas stem of taberu, to eat, is tabe so desu. Okay? E adjectives, you cut the e and add so desu. So omoshiroi, you cut the e, omoshiro so desu. Na adjectives, you just add so desu on its own. Now, Genki 2 does not cover so desu with verbs. It only covers so this with adjectives. That's all it covers in Genki 2. So keep that in mind. I'm covering it with verbs because it doesn't ever cover it again in the book. It never covers that you can use so this with verbs, and it's quite useful. So I wanted to tell you guys about it. You can use it with verbs, and you'll see what I mean when we go into some of the example sentences down here. First, we're going to go with adjectives. So we've got oishisou desu. You're going to hear this one all of the time. Oishisou. You can drop this.
Wait. So, adjectives, you drop the E, and adjectives, you add na plus so desu. Okay.
And you'll see what I mean when we go into some of the example sentences down here. First, we're going to go with adjectives. So we've got oishisou desu. You're going to hear this one all of the time. Oishisou. You can drop this. Ureshisou da. You look happy. Technically, you need da. Technically, right? I think I wrote that up here. Da in casual conversations. Yeah, in casual conversations, you technically need da for it to be grammatically correct. Ureshisou da, because so, I guess, is technically a noun. But in casual conversation, you generally drop it. So you'll get something like kibishisou. He looks strict. Technically, it should be kibishisou da. But in conversation, you're probably not going to say the da. You're just going to say kibishisou. In fact, most people don't say da in conversation. It's very masculine. Women will almost never say da, especially at the end of a sentence. So keep it in mind. You're probably going to hear things like oishisou, ureshisou. And if it's in polite conversation, you may have the des, but you can drop it. It's not impolite to drop it. You can also use it with negatives. Now, to say something does not look a certain way, it's a little bit different. You have to first conjugate the adjective into its negative. So, oishi becomes oishikunai. We covered this back in lesson 6 or maybe it was 7. Oishikunai. Now, to use so this with a negative, you need to cut the e off nai, add sa, and so desu. So, oishiku sa so desu. It's a little bit complicated, but it's not too bad. You just conjugate it into its negative, cut the e, add sa, so desu. Oishiku sa so desu. It doesn't look delicious, or it looks not delicious, literally, right? It looks not delicious. Ureshiku nasa so means you don't look happy, but literally it means you look not happy, because the adjective itself has become negative. But that doesn't make sense in English, really. You don't look happy. Kibishisou janai is another way you can say something doesn't look a certain way. So you don't have to do it this way. This is one of the most common ways. Ureshiku nasa so is more common, but you can say kibishisou janai. He doesn't look strict. So you can just put janai after so instead of conjugating the adjective first. Those are both perfectly okay. It's up to you to decide which one you want to use. In that situation, there's no real rule for it. They're just two different ways to say the same thing. Kibishisou janai, kibishiku nasa so. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and use it with some verbs down below and a few other words. Kanashisou desu. They look sad. Now here's one with an adjective. Damesou datta ne. It didn't look good, does it? Literally, it looked not good, didn't it? It's a weird English, but this is what you would say. Damesou datta ne. Damesou datta ne. It looked like it was no good. Dame means no good, or like it wasn't possible. Damesou datta ne. You just put so immediately after the adjective. Damesou. With verbs, we've got ikenasaso. So for negative verbs, you do it the same way you did with negative adjectives. So you conjugate the verb into its negative. This is the negative of the potential form of iku. So iku becomes ikeru. The negative, kataru add nai, ikenai. Then to make that a negative, as in it looks like it's not, you can't go, you cut the e, add sa, so. For a positive, here's a positive of the potential form of taberu. Tabe-raresou desu would also be okay, but in conversation, remember
What time you start studying? I think I will do now, okay? Tomorrow, because it's Saturday, it will be a long one. So I will finish here, okay? And tomorrow we start with 20 minutes from this one. And we finish this one. So tomorrow will be a very long one. Not sure when to start. Maybe afternoon. Probably not afternoon. At noon. About now it's almost 8:30. So probably 12 at noon. 12 at noon, yes. About that time. I will try to wake up early in the morning, go to the gym, and come back and at noon.
We often don't use dareru, so
12 at noon.
so desu is fine. You just
But
cut
it depends
the
on what time do you have. It depends on what time do you have. Now it's 8:30. But we'll see.
for the ichidan verbs because potentials become ichidan verbs, remember? Taberareru becomes taberare so because the ma stem plus so is how you use this. So taberare so desu or tabere so desu means it looks like I can eat, or it looks like so and so can eat.
For coming by, and hajimemashite, nice to meet you. I saw you yesterday. I shouldn't say hajimemashite. I must say yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Mata ashita, of course.
So for example,
I'm from Poland, so here it's now. It's you only 1 hour behind. Okay. So about 11:30. About 11 I'll start in the morning your time. So, somewhere there. Between 11 and 12. For me between 12 and 1 o'clock. For you between 11 and 12.
Tsuketa suika, Pitavnikov was talking about pickled watermelon. Wo taberare nasaso desu. It looks like I can't eat pickled suika. I don't think I'd want to try that.
Polandに住んでいますね. I don't know this kanji. お願いします. Yoroshiku. Is it yoroshiku? Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Wait, yoroshiku, but the link that Pretentious sent me had another kanji in it, no? Had the evening kanji. Yoroshiku. Isn't this yoroshiku? Yoroshiku. The better way is this. The better. So you wrote it with the better way. Yoroshiku. No, you wrote it correctly. So yoroshiku. Because I remember this. And this is. So yoroshiku onegai shimasu. It's correct. It's the right one. It's the better one. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Okay. So yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Tabe de nasaso desu. Nasaso desu. So just remember nasaso. If you remember nasaso for negatives, you know how to say looks like you can't do something. Looks like you can't. Some longer examples, we've got kono eiga wa kowaso. This means you look scary. Mitaku nai. Kono eiga wa kowaso. Mitaku nai. Ashita wa dame sou da kara laishu ni shimashou. So ashita wa dame sou da. Tomorrow looks like it's no good. Dame sou da. Kara laishu ni shimashou. Let's do next week. Laishu ni shimashou. Yuki ga furisou desu ne. It looks like it will snow, doesn't it? Furisou. So the furu is to fall for rain or for snow. So you change it to the mas stem. Furimasu, right? Furimasu. So the stem is furi. Because you just move up to the e column. Furu, ru, go up to the e. Furisou desu. This is one of those ones you just have to get used to with practice. It's a little bit complicated. You're going to make mistakes a lot, but just drills really help with this video. They help a lot. Let's go into the conversation. I'll read it once slowly and once really fast. Well, at normal speed.
From easy, easy.
綺麗な海ですね。暑そう。水は気持ちよさそうですね。
暑そう。It looks like hot. It's hot.
冷たそう。
It looks cold.
でも波が優しそうだし、泳げそうですね。俺なら泳げなさそうだよ。
そうだよ。
Full speed. わあ、綺麗な海ですね。暑そう。水は気持ちよさそうですよ。冷たそう。でも波が優しそうだし、泳げそうですね。 俺なら泳げなさそうだよ。Let's go into the English really quick. わ、綺麗な海ですね。This is just
綺麗な
normal
海ですね。
sentence. The sea is beautiful, isn't it? 暑そう。
暑そう。
It looks hot. 暑そう。just 語りなそう。水は気持ちよさそうですよ。The water looks refreshing is how I translated this. Okay, so this is one that I needed to cover in the conversation here. Remember that the adjective e, good, is actually a conversational version of yoi. The e adjective yoi. Yoi means good in conversation and in general, probably even in dictionaries now, you can find just e on its own. But it comes from yoi, right? E, good, comes from yoi. So when you conjugate it, you need to start from yoi, the true form of e. So kimochi i means feels good. You conjugate the e part. Kimochi yoi is what you're going to actually be conjugating. So you conjugate it by cutting the e and add sa so. Kimochi yo sa so. Okay? So it's a little bit of a weird one. It's kind of an exception. Yo sa so. When you conjugate e, it's going to be yo sa so when using so. Okay? So the water looks good or it looks refreshing. 水は気持ちよさそうですよ。冷たそう。That's 冷たい. You just cut the e and add so. It looks cold. でも波が優しそうだし The waves look forgiving or nice. 泳げそうですね。泳げそうですね. So you just cut the ru because 泳げます is the must stem. 泳げ is the must stem. For to swim, 泳げそうですね. It looks like you can swim. It's the potential form of to swim plus そうです. It looks like you can swim. 俺なら This is a grammar point that's coming up next. 俺なら If it's me we're talking about 泳げなさそうだよ. So here's the negative. 泳げない Cut the e, add さ 泳げなさそうだよ. If it's me we're talking about doesn't look like I can swim at all. Okay, so let's try to practice with this a little bit, see if we get it.
明日はどんな日になりそうですか?
明日はどんな日になりそうですか? What does tomorrow look like it's gonna What kind of day does it look like it's gonna be? What does tomorrow look like it's gonna turn out to be like? For example, you could say something like 楽しそうな日になりそうです. So can be treated like a not adjective. 楽しそうな日 is something you could say. Or you could just leave that out all together and just say, 楽しそう or 忙しそう would be a fine answer to this. Or つまらなさそう looks like it's going to be a boring day. So you're probably going to use an adjective here, or maybe you'll say something like 伊勢海老をたくさん食べられそう is another answer you could come up with. It looks like I'm going to be able to eat lots of lobster. That's what tomorrow's going to be like. It's something you could say. It's not true. I wish it was true. It's not true. So let's go ahead and jump in.
Okay, so because I'm a little bit tired, we'll but stop here and continue it tomorrow. So tomorrow we watch 20 minutes. And probably I will do a review tomorrow because some things I missed. On here, sodas and some things here. So before we start, I will do a little bit review and then start with this one. And then watch this one full. Tomorrow is Saturday. It will be a long one for sure. So for now, let's just do a little bit of G-Lab and wrap it up. なぜ嘘をつく? 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 Why do you lie? なぜ嘘をつく?
俺もこれから頑張っていくから。
俺もこれから頑張っていくから。So これから means some is one word. これから means one word. But what does it mean? 俺もこれから頑張っていくから。Because I'm going to do my best from now on or something. From now on. これから means from now on. I also do my best from now on. 俺も from also も俺もこれから頑張っていくから。
考えてみます。
Try to think about it.
大丈夫。僕がいる。
the first 大丈夫 with this microphone. 大丈夫。僕がいる。
大丈夫僕がいる大丈夫僕がいる
大丈夫。僕がいる。
大丈夫僕がいる
大丈夫。僕がいる。
大丈夫僕がいる
大丈夫。僕がいる。
大丈夫僕がいる
大丈夫。僕がいる。
大丈夫僕がいる大丈夫僕がいる
大丈夫。僕がいる。
大丈夫僕がいる大丈夫僕がいる
I can't wait to listen. How does it sound? Okay, day one.
失うものは大きいぞ
は大きいぞ。失うものは大きいぞ。
失うものは大きいぞ
失うものは大きいぞ。
失うものは大きいぞ
失うものは大きいぞ。
失うものは大きいぞ
失うものは大きいぞ。
僕じゃない。
僕じゃない。It's not me. 僕じゃない。It's not me.
ありえるか
ありえるか。
ありえるか
ありえるか。
ありえるか
ありえるか。
ありえるか
ありえるか。Is it possible? ありえるか。
ありえるか
ありえるか。
ありえるか
ありえるか。Is it possible? Is this possible? ありえるか。
誰もいない恐ろしい世界で。
誰もいない恐ろしい世界で。誰もいない恐ろしい世界で。It's 恐ろしい世界で。It's a sad world where nobody lives in. 誰もいない nobody 恐ろしい世界で。It's a scary world where nobody lives.
俺が言いたいのはあれだ
俺が言いたいのはあれだ。俺が言いたいのはあれだ。俺が言いたいのはあれだ。言いたいのはあれだ。俺がI said I don't know. What I want to say is this. In order because I want to perform an action, append tie to the verb stem. This follows the same rules as the mass form. That is, you can replace mass by tie. I recommend to go to the... Okay, so it's tie.
俺が言いたいのはあれだ
言いたいのはあれだ。What I want to say is that...
初めて食べたのにこの美味しさを知っている。
初めて食べたのにこの美味しさ知っている。初めて食べたのにこの美味しさを知っている。Even though I ate it for the first time, the tastiness 美味しさを知っている。The tastiness, I know this tastiness. この I know this tastiness. 初めて
食べたのに
こ
の美味しさを知っている。
初めて食べたのにこの美味しさを知っている。
いってらっしゃい。
いってらっしゃい means go, bye bye or something. The answer to いってらっしゃい。行ってきます from someone who stays at home. いってらっしゃい。take care.
無理しなくていい。
無理しなくていい。無理 means impossible, I think. 無理しなくていい。It's not sure. Don't force yourself. 無理 impossible. 無理する to work, to try too hard. Okay.
今日はもう疲れたから帰って寝る。
今日はもう疲れたから帰って寝る。今日はもう疲れたから帰って寝る。Because I became tired today. Today I also became tired. 今日はもう疲れたから 帰って寝る。I'll go home and sleep. As for today, because I am already tired, I am already more, it had more, yeah, I forgot I didn't check more.
僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
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 Yuki, if you are here tomorrow, I will do this video. Where is it? So the video with the old one and our micro. Okay, I will do the video tomorrow and upload it to YouTube. So the headphone will say, Yuki yesterday wrote a script of a video. So the old headphone will say this one.
僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
全てが終わる。僕を殺せば全てが終わる。And I will say this one. お前がもう死んでいる。And the new microphone will come and say 大丈夫僕がいる。And yeah, that's the Yuki's idea. It will be the end of the old microphone in meme form. And this one is, I forgot what this one is. The 大丈夫no 失うものは大きいぞ。The old microphone would say 失うものは大きいぞ。So yeah, we'll use the cards from Anki. So yeah, Yuki's idea, I will try to do it tomorrow. Upload it to YouTube. 僕を殺せば全てが終わる。僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
部室は寒いからな。
部室は寒いからな。部室は寒いからな。部室は寒いからな。So the 部室 is the room, I think meeting room or something. Or a room or something. 寒いから because it's cold. Because the club room is cold. Okay, 部室 club room. Okay.
何か聞こえる。
何か聞こえる。So I hear something. I can't hear something. Yes. Of course, it's potential.
私が言いたいのは
What I want to say is this.
自分に何ができるかをずっと考えていた。
自分に何ができるかをずっと考えていた。自分に何ができるかをずっと考えていた。I was thinking about what I can do myself the whole time. ずっと。I was thinking about what.
海だ。
海だ。The sea.
私の世界はまるで変わってしまった。
私の世界はまるで変わってしまった。私の世界はまるで変わってしまった。まるで means completely or completely. My word 私の世界はまるで変わってしまった。has changed completely.
僕を殺せば全てが終わる。
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 悲しみに負けてはならない。
悲しみに負けてはならない。悲しみに負けてはならない。By the way, these cards, if we think about it, you can make a lot of videos from them. I will try to think. When I finish the G Lab, I will try to think about video ideas from them. A lot of cards and a lot of funny ones, and it's a beautiful deck.
僕気づいちゃったよ。僕気づいちゃったよ。
僕気づいちゃったよ。僕気づいちゃったよ。I accidentally noticed.
私バカだから。
私バカだから
何も知らなかった。
自分のこと何も知らなかった。私バカだから自分のこと何も知らなかった。Because I'm an idiot, I didn't know anything about myself. 私バカだから自分のこと何も知らなかった。Okay. Because I'm an idiot, I didn't know anything about myself.
俺も
俺も
これから頑張っていくから。
俺もこれから頑張っていくから。俺もこれから頑張っていくから。I also これから means again from now on. I also from now on I will also do my best from now on. I'm going to do my best from now on. So これから means from now on. After this in the future.
お茶入れます。
これから so from now on or after this. Okay. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. これから。お茶入れます。I prepared the chai, the tea.
お茶入れます。
お茶入れます。お茶入れます。
なぜ嘘をつく？
なぜ嘘をつく？ Why do you lie? なぜ嘘をつく？ Why do you lie? なぜ嘘をつく？
大丈夫。
大丈夫。
僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。僕がいる。
大丈夫。僕がいる。大丈夫。
味わったことがあるのか。
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 味わったことがあるのか。So, have you tasted this food before?
ありえるか。
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 ありえるか。Is it possible? ありえるか。
誰もいない恐ろしい世界で。
誰もいない恐ろしい世界で。誰もいない恐ろしい世界で。It's a scary world where no one lives in.
俺が言いたいのはあれだ。
Where nobody lives in. 俺が言いたいのはあれだ。俺は言いたいのは俺が言いたいのはあれだ。俺が言いたいのはあれだ。What I wanted to say is What I want to say is
無理しなくていい。
無理しなくていい。Don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. Don't try too hard.
今日はもう疲れたから帰って寝る。
今日はもう疲れたから帰って寝る。Because I already am tired, I'll go home and sleep. Okay.
何か聞こえる。
何か聞こえる？何か聞こえる？ I can hear something. Potential form, of course. So done with today. Yeah, tomorrow we keep going. Tomorrow will be longer one. Okay, 20 minutes from here. I will do a review, a little bit of a review. I missed some points. I need to look them again and write them. And we finished this one also. So, again, thank you very much, Yuki, Benzerka, everyone. Today was a nice day. We met a lot of people came today. Billaman from YouTube also. A lot of comments on YouTube as well. And Shul, Sakura, and yeah. So, anyways, thank you very much, Benzerka. Otsukare-sama deshita. Thank you very much. Benzerka always feel happy when you come by. When also Yuki also. Kofelio also come. We saw him yesterday. So yeah, mata ashita, of course, tomorrow. Mata ashita. And oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi Now we have a new microphone. Oyasumi nasai. Now we have a new microphone. It's better. I think everyone's saying that the voice, the sound is better than before. Hopefully we keep improving. Every day I will try to improve the stream, of course. So yeah, madashita. And oyasumi nasai.